Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, February the 11th. Happy anniversary, baby.
Yeah, happy
It's her
anniversary.
anniversary. 21 years she's put up with me. It's also National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day, National Inventors Day, National Make a Friend Day. Will you be my friend?
I'm always your friend.
National Peppermint Patty Day, National Shut-In Visitation Day, National White Shirt Day, and National Giving Hearts Day. All of these things happening. And it's a Thursday, so we have Dear John Letters. And Heidi, I'm gonna let you have a little time off today for the Dear John Letters.
Nice.
I've got an expert that's going to help me. I've got a link to all of the information on our Facebook page, but it's a business owner that struggled in 2020 and feels really bad that they're not going to be able to continue the family business. So I've got a gentleman that's going to help chime in with some really good advice, I hope. So,
Okay.
Because I want to make sure I help this person.
Right.
I mean, starting over at 50 is who the letter is from. You can chime in with your advice if you'd like at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Elon Musk says that he is implanting wires in a monkey's brain to see if he can teach the monkey to play video games. I'm not even kidding. That sounds very fake to me. But that's really happening. Is that a bad idea?
I think
Anybody
a lot
else's?
of things that happen are a bad idea.
I just don't know why we need to do that. Leave the monkey alone. I mean, why you want a monkey to play a video game anyway? So it's like the first step in getting monkeys to do other things. But I'm like, I feel like I've seen this movie and it didn't end well. I just think it's a bad idea. And another study, actually a new report, claims that robots are speeding up boring jobs in astronomy. So there are people right now that like their job was to look through a telescope for hours on end and then go, oh, hey, something just happened. And now they're going, yeah, we don't need to do that anymore because the robots will do it. And then they'll just let us know when there's finally something happening. So it's going to speed up the
Are there
boring.
even going to be jobs for anybody anymore?
I hope so. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A passenger was arrested at an Orlando International Airport trying to board a flight to Los Angeles with 22 pounds of meth in his backpack. I've never purchased meth, but that sounds like a lot of anything. 22 pounds? The man claims that he took the wrong bag after a passenger sitting next to him at the airport took his bag. But the problem with the story, his wallet was inside the bag. So, like, how did your wallet end up in this bag if it wasn't your bag? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like maybe he might have made up that story. But it's a bad idea. If you're traveling with meth, I don't know, don't.
Maybe just don't travel
That's
with
probably
meth.
a better plan. Yeah, I don't know. It was not a good idea. But that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Kelly Clarkson is in the news. She is selling her marital home following her divorce last year. So her home is for sale. It's a mansion, and it's up for sale. So for those of you looking, and thanks to the incredible popularity of Cobra Kai, interest in the Karate Kid franchise is higher than it has been for almost 30 years. Long before he agreed to return to Cobra Kai, Daniel LaRusso was already the defining role of Ralph Macchio's career, one that he gave up trying to escape many years ago. He embraced it. So the first major film appearance of his career came years before in Francis Ford Coppola's The Outsiders, where he shared the screen with a bunch of people like Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Diane Lane, Emilio Estevez. In a recent interview, the 59-year-old revealed that a trio of his contemporaries were also in the running for Karate Kid, all three of whom would go on to experience huge success on their own. He said, I found out early that I was in a cast, but it was like one of those test deals where you don't know for sure if you've got the deal. So guess who else was up for the Karate Kid?
Role? Who?
Yeah. Charlie Sheen.
Oh.
Nick Cage.
Really?
And Robert Downey Jr.
I can't imagine any of them in that role.
So there you go. Apparently they couldn't either because they didn't choose them. Thanks for listening to Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of RedCrossBlood.org. Netflix has reportedly bought the rights to make a movie about the GameStop stock story. Did I say all of that right?
Probably.
A lot of stuff going on there. But what would the movie be?
I have no idea.
I guess they're just going to talk about how it happened or whatever. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. Britney Spears says she can't stand technology. And as she replies to people knocking her imperfect posts and silly dancing on Instagram, following the release of her most recent dance video, most people took to the comments section to express their uneasiness with the look and feel of the singer in her video these days. So, and she's going, okay, just leave me alone. I don't even like technology. I'm doing this because, I'm told I'm supposed to. So I feel bad for somebody like that that's under the spotlight all the time. Can you even imagine?
I would hate that.
I would too. It would be awful. LAPD, that's the Los Angeles Police Department, responded to a disturbing incident. That's in quotes, by the way, in the story. A disturbing incident at Marilyn Manson's home. But they left when nobody answered the door. A spokesperson said they did make contact with a neighbor who was able to determine that, quote, nothing out of the ordinary was going on, end quote. So what has to be going on?
I wonder what it was that got their attention in the first place.
Yeah, this doesn't seem normal. Well, it is Marilyn Manson's house. Does anything ever seem normal? For those of you not familiar, if you do a quick Google search, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. After separating from Kim Kardashian, Kanye West reportedly removed 500 pairs of sneakers from their home in California. 500 pairs of sneakers that he had. That's a lot of shoes.
That's a whole lot of shoes.
It's a lot of shoes. And the promoter of a boxing match between Aaron Carter and Lamar Odom says he's expecting it to, quote, be a war, end quote. So I think it started out as kind of just a fun thing, and now it's turning into not such a fun thing. And, Britney Spears here as well. In a new interview, Britney Spears says that she wants to meditate more in 2021.
That's nice.
There you go. That'd be nice. And I do have one last story to get to here. I was just looking to see if I had time because I don't have a ton of time here. But you got time for one more, Heidi?
Sure.
Can you hang in there? Panera Bread says that they're going to release a pair of gloves that are shaped like giant bread bowls.
Why? Why?
Don't ask why. Just be thankful that they're going to do it. I don't know.
But can you eat them?
No. They're not bread bowls. They're just shaped like giant bread bowls. Yeah, you can't. Maybe you could eat them, but it's made out of non-bread items. So. Now you know. Hey, thanks for listening. It's your scoop of the day on the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time now for Dear John Letters. And Heidi, I'm letting you have the day off today.
That's fantastic.
I've got a guest joining me. I'm super excited because our Dear John letter today is from starting over at 50. And I've got somebody that's going to help this person get started, hopefully in the right way. I have Bravo TV's $1 million listing star and CEO and entrepreneur and best-selling author, Ryan Serhant. He's got a book called Sell It Like Serhant, How to Sell More, Earn More, and Become the Ultimate Sales Machine. He's got another one that just came out, Big Money Energy, How to Rule at Work, Dominate at Life, and Make Millions. I think Ryan's going to be able to help a whole lot more than I am. Ryan, thanks for taking the time. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. And again, thank you so much for helping with our Dear John letter. Here's what the letter says. Dear John, 2020 was not a good year for me. I'm a third-generation business owner, and I lost my business. I feel like I let my family down. I'm the oldest of 3 sons, and my father put me in charge of the company before he passed away a few years ago. We were doing well until the shutdowns, and we tried to get the assistance we needed, but it didn't allow us to continue. When we finally closed our business and sold the building, we had just enough to pay off our debts. I just turned 50, and I'm starting over. I'd love to see if you or one of your listeners has some advice on what this old dog can do to learn some new tricks. I'm willing to try something different. I have a friend that told me he loves being in real estate, another who loves to sell insurance. Right now, I'm taking a moment to decide what my next chapter looks like. The rest of my family's already moved on to something else. I had to finish this chapter first, but now it's time. Any advice? Thank you for your help. Signed, Starting Over at 50. So Ryan, this is why I called in the big guns and asking you for your help. Any advice for starting over at 50?
I think starting over at 50 is one of the greatest things you could possibly do. You're not 60, you're not 70, you're not 80, 50. You're educated. You've been through multiple businesses. Most people starting over in the real estate business haven't ever had any business before. They're brand new. They're green behind the ears. They don't know what's going on. And so I think he could have an amazing, amazing career as a real estate agent because he already has a built-in network he doesn't even know about. Real estate brokerage as a real estate agent is one of the greatest careers you can have in the United States. It is about working a network, talking to people, showing homes, and getting paid when they pick one. That's it.
Nice.
And if he's already run multiple businesses and has a strong work ethic, it's just going to be plug and play. You're just going to memorize information about houses. You've lived in a house, I'm sure, for quite some time, so you understand how houses work. They're not that complicated. And you just have to be disciplined about the work, disciplined about the follow-up. I wrote 2 books for him. The first one is Sell It Like Serhant, which is how to sell, how to start your real estate sales career. You can get that anywhere books are sold. We have an online sales course that you could also take. And then Big Money Energy, which just came out 2 days ago, is really big magnetic energy, right? The economy is in flux. People have lost their jobs or they're rethinking their jobs, rethinking their careers. And they want to make a change but are afraid or unsure of what to do, which is exactly why I wrote the book, which is kind of what this letter is talking about. And it's there to help people adjust their mindset and build confidence to attract more success in 2021. It is honestly my secret sauce. It is how you can walk into a room and feel like you should get the job because you're playing like you already have the money in your pocket. And there's a tactical plan for how to do that. And it is my confidence manual. So I think if he does all that and gets into real estate, I think he'd do incredibly well.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for that advice. We're going to certainly pass that along to Starting Over at 50. And for folks listening, we've got Ryan from $1 Million Listing. He's a best-selling author as well. But this show on Bravo, that kind of changed your life, didn't it?
Yes. I started it 10 years ago, almost 11. It was 2010 when we got cast on it, and I was 26. And I had been doing real estate for a solid 18 months.
Oh, wow.
So I don't really know the real estate business without the show behind me, but it definitely took all of my mistakes, all of the dumb things I say, all of my good days and all my bad days, and amplified them to 25 million people around the world. Just imagine if a camera followed you for 9 months at your office and only put on TV, the things you're not so proud of. That's what reality TV is.
Yeah.
So it's exposure that I can't afford. It's incredible exposure, and I'm in sales, right? The more people who know what you sell, the better. And it's been a whirlwind.
Ryan, thank you so much for that, and thank you very much for chatting with us today.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And his brand new book is called Big Money Energy, How to Rule at Work, Dominate at Life, and Make Millions. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
On average, the typical U.S. household serves chicken how many times a month?
I think we talked about this. What
Yeah.
was it? I can't even remember.
7.
7.
Yeah,
Okay.
7 times a month. Because I said I think we're above average. I'm pretty sure we have chicken 7 times a week.
We have chicken. We have chicken quite a bit.
Maybe not 7 times a week, but certainly more than 7 times
It's a healthy meat.
a month. It is. It's good. All right. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline China. Actually, 2 stories from China. First, a guy in China showed up to the airport with no pants.
Oh, that's nice.
He's trying to get through TSA quicker,
Oh,
apparently.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing to take out of your pockets.
Empty your pocket. Wait a minute. Where are your pockets? And then the second story, Dateline China as well. A guy in China, desperate to charge his phone, ended up disrupting traffic when he cracked open the traffic light box,
Oh, jeepers.
disconnected some wiring, and plugged his phone into the light switch box. He unplugged the controller for the traffic light so he could charge his phone. So, and some people look at this and say that's terrible that he did that. I look at it and say, boy, this guy was really thinking.
Pretty smart.
I remember trying to
You
decide.
almost unhooked a pop machine.
I was trying to
one
decide.
time.
I was looking at a vending machine. I'm like, and here's the thing. It had like an outlet where the thing angled down. I was like, I could unplug it. If I plug that in the bottom outlet, I could plug my phone in the top one. And I was thinking about this for like 3 minutes before I finally said, I'm going to walk away. This is going to end badly. Thanks for listening to a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A man who was notorious for stealing women's undergarments during a series of home burglaries in the Inland Empire, 2012 to 2013, was freed from prison, then arrested for doing the same thing. 32-year-old Diego Aguirre was arrested January 28th, suspicions of residential burglary. And guess what he was doing while he was in there?
Burglarizing.
Stealing women's undergarments once again.
Japers.
Why would you do that? So back in 2012
Why
and
would you want
2013,
them?
I don't know.
As a woman,
Yeah, I don't know.
I can
I don't know.
tell you.
He's not. He's a man, but he
There's
wanted
nothing
those.
attractive about them.
So 2012 and 2013, he had 20 residential burglaries that he was arrested for all of those. And now he's already committed to found a few additional burglaries. So sounds to me like he's going to go back to jail.
That's really
for a while.
sad.
Yeah, it's not good. Thanks for listening to today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by RedCrossBlood.org. A man who allegedly impersonated a police officer in Vegas was arrested for pulling over a real police officer.
Oh, geez.
Why would you do this? An arrest report shows that an on-duty Vegas officer who was a plain clothes, like
Right.
patrol car or whatever, he wasn't in a marked car, we'll put it that way. He busted a 29-year-old after he allegedly pulled over a driver, which happened to be him, and he had like red and blue lights on the grill of his car, and he had a siren, pulled him over on the shoulder of the road, and he tried the same scheme on many different victims, And this time, when he pulled this gentleman over, he happened to be a police officer. He's busted on one count of impersonating a public official and attempted impersonation of a police officer. So I'm not sure what the plan is when you get people pulled. What do you do? How do you benefit from this?
Right.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. If you want to do that, get a job as a police officer, and then do that for real. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me, but you've heard it
no
here.
good.
Yeah, it's today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Yeah, I do too. These are fun. Heidi, tell me, this is a real business, but is this business a golf course or is it a rehab center? Here we go. Atlantic Shores in Delaware. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say golf course.
And the answer is rehab center.
No way.
Yeah, rehab center. Atlantic Shores does sound like it would be a good, beautiful golf course, though.
It does.
So there you go. Maybe they have a putting green there. I don't know.
They should.
That's how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center on the John and Heidi Show?
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And I just want to say thank you to the folks who submit good news stories, and when they see something online and they instantly think of John and Heidi. How cool is that? Isn't that
cool.
a good thing to be known as?
It really is.
I think so, too. This is just a really fun story. Here's a headline. DoorDash driver pays it forward after random act of kindness. It happened in Kansas. He paid forward after being inspired by a random act of kindness from one of his customers. A homeowner set out a bucket of snacks on their front porch with encouraging words for delivery workers. It says, I have 12 hours a day. Sometimes I don't get a break, the DoorDash driver said. He said it was pretty amazing, just walking up, dropping off their delivery, and then picking up one of the snacks. He said, I felt the need to continue this goodwill. He decided to do so by getting a $25 gift card and returning that to the homeowner.
Oh.
How cool is that? He said, there's no way to describe it. He said, I hope that it's the smallest little thing will actually make people realize that there are people out there who really do care. So what was it that he encountered? There's a little stool sitting right outside their door, this where he's delivering, and it says, some fuel for your day as you drive on your way. Thank you, wonderful mail carriers. And then underneath it's got... I can't see. It's very small. But I think it also says UPS, FedEx, a whole bunch of things
and
under
they
there.
have bottled water and
and this one has like goldfish and sun chips and some Kind bars, whatever. It's that kind of stuff in there.
Yeah, I think those are fantastic.
It is a really neat idea, but it's a way for people to say thank you to those who are delivering things and helping them out. Because they're going, hey, now I don't have to go to the store because you came to me, but hey, here's a way to to say thanks. I've got a link to that story, and if it inspires you to say, hey, I want to do one of those, if you happen to have an amazing tale that comes from yours, you certainly have to let us know about it. You can share your good news, and you can also chime in on our Dear John letter, all at the same place, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.